We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Quick throw, and it's caught by Gallup. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun. Samuel. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
The score, Cowboys 7, Washington 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete to John Ross. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On 1st down, Tagovailoa steps away to his left. And this is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
You talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Samuel looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Zeke going to get it on the option. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
The ball carrier.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. 20, Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
The kicker on.
Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Is good. Makes the score.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he finds McLaurin. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Tua wants to throw it on second down. Going deep down. That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's able to put it through.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st down, Cowboys.
On 1st down, Samuel. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
Complete to
CeeDee Lamb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. On 2nd down, Tua. Flushed, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Smith able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st and 10, Samuel escaping the pressure right. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
From midfield, here's Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. from the gun. Samuel. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Third down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
44-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to pass. Tua. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kick is.
And his kick is right through.
We'll tie the game, 28 all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the...
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there just before halftime. 63 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Firing quickly but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Samuel. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Tua, a final shot before half. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll throw now on the final play. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A quick throw now complete to Ross. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 53 Mike. Check 53 Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Let's go.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. but the execution was a little lacking on this.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Jalen Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Here's Tua. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And Washington has taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, Samuel eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw again, Samuel. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Off play action, Samuel. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This is taken around the 12. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35.
35-35.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff looking right. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A huge play there for Washington. 58 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. And Washington has taken the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
16 yards. And the Cowboy 1st down.
Operating from the gun, Samuel. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards the pick up there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
To Ezekiel Elliott.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
He's across.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Samuel. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
to the air on second down. Samuel able to hit his target, Lamb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Operating from the gun. Samuel flushed out right. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On the option, here's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And a Cowboy first down.
From the gun, Samuel. Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Josiah DeGuara. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game.
That ties the game.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. And he returns this to the 22.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Forced out to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Back 55, back 55. Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Tua now on first down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Check 55 to mine.
Tua going to throw. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14. On first down, here's Love. And some room to roam now. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And this time, he is in. A 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken the lead. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. Throwing again. Samuel. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Greg Zuerlein lining up for the play.
This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
10 at their own 16-yard line.
And they will take a knee here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Down by Malik Harrison. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Samuel. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
63.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put